Since 1981, RISE has been helping parents help their young children. Our early intervention services have provided assistance and therapies for children from birth to 3 with possible developmental delays or disabilities. We provide these services to families throughout the Monadnock region at no cost to them. It has been known since the first days here at RISE that the biggest strides for children living with disabilities are made in the earliest of years. Supporting parents and families in the first 3 years of a child's life is how we make a difference.
You know, in the old days when I grew up, children with special needs stayed home. Parents were told they couldn't benefit from school, and so many children just were left to stay home. And these are our severely handicapped children.
Where is our friend Bryant? Where, oh, where is...
Parents who were actually told at the birth of their child that this child would be better off and their family would be better off if they were placed in an institution. And one can only imagine how devastating that is to a family.
And what happened to those people was they remained totally dependent. What we know now is that that specific population can become very independent and can do very well.
The message that we want families to get is, if you have a concern, there's something that you can do about it. There's a place that you can go to get your questions answered and understand that there's a great hope and that this is still the beautiful child that they had hoped for.
So through parent coaching, we are there in the family's home to help support them, to provide advice and strategies, techniques, ways in which they can support their child's development through everyday interactions and activities. It's those little moments that add up and truly change a child's life.
The beginning started 11 years ago with our oldest boy. He was born 6 weeks premature. They had raised the concern that he wasn't speaking the way he should, or he didn't have as many words. And I had heard a lot of good things about RISE. Everyone said that it was great, everyone was friendly, and everything was play-based.
Ready to feed the pigs and the cows?
So we gave RISE a call and set up an interview with them, and we've gone from there.
Is that on?
Is that on? I bet it is. We've always had a visitor here for 11 years. Everyone's become a really great friend.
Now they're all in the bucket. Take it out. Are they all done eating?
From a speech therapist to physical therapy to feeding, gross motor, so many different services that have been provided to our children, and each and every one of them has made a difference.
We're mostly working on his speech articulation, so how much you can understand of him, listening for what he's actually saying, and then I'm repeating it back to him so I can give him a model of how he sounds. And whenever we do that enough times, it increases his ability to understand how he sounds and to hopefully fix some of those errors and make him more intelligible.
I think he rolls on to his belly.
So many parents are afraid to give their child a label, but it's not a label, it's just a help. It opens up to resources. When parents are afraid to ask for the help for their children, they're not helping themselves or their child. It's not scary to receive the services, it's great. It's super helpful for them.
Oh, we found a stick. Do you want the stick in or out? Out. Children's brains are the most ready to learn at this age. So If we can get ahead of a delay or catch it right at the beginning, hopefully down the line, we don't need as much intervention. And he's definitely reacting, you can see with his hips, he's reacting to that. With Isaiah, we're working on his motor skills. I'm focusing on transitional movements of head control, rolling, getting him to push up a little bit on his tummy.
I'm afraid you're gonna face plant, and now you have lots of grass.
And they remember it too. My oldest can remember his visits with his provider. And they don't remember it as being work or therapy. And that's the great part about it, is they don't see it as a struggle. We're not sitting there with flashcards drilling them. It's all through play and through natural environments. There's no shame in having them come out and say, well, actually, they're doing great. They're right on target. Or they might come out and say, yeah, we can really help you.
Hunter was flagged for a speech delay at 15 months. I was a little bit stubborn in the beginning about it because I'm like, no way. And so at 18 months, we went through and got the referral for RISE. And he was diagnosed with autism that day. He'll be 5 in a couple months. He's reading, he loves school, he transitions from different activities were a real tough thing for him, but now, we have a whole system.
What's his favorite thing to do with you?
Oh, that's easy. Just roam my room.
That's another thing that RISE really helped us with was Evelyn. She was 4 when he was diagnosed, and so she's literally grown up with this, and she's a very social girl, and all these really fun people coming into the house to play with Hunter. They would get here, and it never felt like they were here for Hunter. They were here for the both of them.
To me, RISE is not just about helping the children who have these issues. It's they really do help the entire family, and that is so important for me and for us.
Lean into that support that RISE gives, because there's endless amounts, and the whole collaboration that they have there amongst the team members is unbelievable.
Alex was born with Down syndrome, so you can't even imagine the emotions that go through with that. We were grieving, but we were also celebrating, and it's just a really hard emotions to put together and really explain. We found RISE pretty much immediately right after Alexandra was born. Jen was in our house within a couple of days, and it was just like magic. They were here, and they've never left us since. She's 18 now, so she's an adult. She just graduated from high school at Keene High. She went to her prom. She's doing great. Yeah, she's just a normal kid, and now she's a little normal adult. We've been blessed, and a lot of that has to do with RISE. I would tell any family that, if they're in any doubt, not to be silent about it, to actually ask those questions, and hopefully you'll find a place as wonderful as RISE.
Parents know their children best, and when parents have concerns about how their child is moving, whether it's crawling, rolling over, walking,
In the flowers.
how their child is talking, whether it's the number of words they're saying or the ways in which they're talking, or if parents have any concerns about their child's behaviors, how they're sleeping, how they're eating, they should refer their child to RISE.
You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Christopher Robin.